Testing.
Oh, there he goes.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you for coming out and welcoming the Shabbos with us. And tonight you have the Murov family leading services. Rabbi is conferencing. And we also will be celebrating birthdays and anniversaries for anyone in the month of December. And then two special women tonight we're honoring because of their birthdays. Special. We did the. Oh, okay. Okay. For some reason, it stuck in my mind. It was tonight. It was a. I thought we had a double. All right. So we are just highlighting our special women, Kathy Plante and Tammy Courtney tonight. Okay. And so for me, when I walk in the building, that's kind of when I shrug off my shoulders and all the weight from the week. But traditionally here, we do that by taking a deep breath and blowing it all out in a deep exhale. So please blow it out. Right? And then we will call up the sister and her husband of Kathy Plante, Janice and Dennis Wasteman from Milwaukee, to light the candles and bless the wine tonight. We're going to start on page 65 for the candle blessing, and then we'll flip to page 165 for the Kiddush. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want me just to do
You do
the
it
blessing?
whichever way
I
you
don't
wish.
care.
Okay. The Hebrew or English, and then this down here.
Okay, very good. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvah tov v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You hallow us with your mitzvot and command us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Let there be joy.
Let there be light.
Let there be peace.
Let there be shalom.
No. What page?
Now we turn to page 165,
167. Okay.
166, and 167. 166 for the English, please.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen.
Amen.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the God of the fruit of the vine.
Amen.
And then turn to 167.
You're supposed to take a sip. Delicious grape juice, I hear. And then, I'm sorry.
And then we read the part after that.
Oh, over here. I'm sorry.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You call us to holiness with the mitzvah of the Shabbat, and the sign of your love is a reminder of your creative work and our liberation from Egypt and bondage, one day of the days. Our Shabbat especially, we hearken to your call to serve you as a holy people. We praise you, O God, for the holiness of the Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you. Please wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom.
And then you can sit down.
Okay, can I get someone? Where are we going here? Do you know Mike?
We are going to Rabbi.
Right.
67 says. No, 66. We go back. We go to.
So, tonight we're going to do the service that starts on page 66. And we are going to sing the Lecha Dodi, and because it is the season of Hanukkah, we're going to invoke a little Hanukkah song. Right? Ready? Lecha Dodi Likra Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shmo echad, L'shem b'tiferet b'lihila, L'chad dodi l'krat kala, P'nei Shabbat mekabala, L'chad dodi l'krat kala, P'nei Shabbat mekabala, L'krat Shabbat l'kuvenecha, Ki hi mekor habracha, Merosh mekerem nesusucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tehila, L'cha dodi l'krat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabala, L'cha dodi l'krat kala, P'nei Shabbat nekabala. Last verse. Boing b'shalom ateret bala, Gam b'simcha u'zachala, Tov emunei am segula, Boim kala, Tov emunei am segula, Boim kala. That was welcoming the Sabbath bride. And now we turn to page 67, and Anna is going to lead us in reading.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness and of the impulse within us for justice and mercy, we pray that this hour of worship may be one of vision and inspiration. Help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives.
Bless all who enter this sanctuary in search and in need, all who bring to this place the offering of their hearts. May our worship here lead us to fulfill our words and intentions with acts of kindness, peace, and love. Amen.
We have come together to strengthen our bonds with our people, Israel. Like Jews of generations past, we celebrate the grandeur of creation. Like Jews of every age, we echo our people's ancient call for justice.
Our celebration is a sharing of memory and hope.
We are Jews, but each of us is unique. We stand apart and alone, with differing feelings and insights. And yet we are not entirely alone and separate, for we are children of one people and one heritage.
Our celebration unites many separate selves into a single chorus.
Page 68.
And we are one in search of life's meaning. All of us know despair and exhaustion. All bear burdens. All have moments of weakness and times of strength. All sing songs of sorrow and love.
May our celebration bring us strength along the way.
In the circle of hope, in the presence of the sacred, may the heart come to know itself in its best, finding a fresh impulse to love the good.
Celebration lead us to work for the good, and may this Shabbat give strength to us and to our people Israel.
Hine
Mato,
Umanayim,
Serakim,
Yam Yachad,
Many are the generations of Israel, and in every age we have sought the living God through Sabbath rest and worship. This time and place hold the power to increase our joy in the eternal. O God, even as we seek you in the sanctuary, help us to know that your glory fills all space. Make us understand that you are with us at all time, if but we open our minds to you.
We feel the presence of your Spirit in our homes and on our ways. We see the beauty of your creation in mountain, sea, and sky, and in the human form. We hear you in the silence of our own hearts, speaking the truths the heart knows.
May we be your witness to the world, your messengers to all the earth. May we show
Forth your image within us, the divine spark that makes us human.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בהיון וביומהון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב v'meru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevarach la'alam u'l'almei almaya yitbarach yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudasha b'rihu la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nehemata Tamihiran bi'alma v'meru amen. Baruchu et Adonai hamevorach Adonai hamevorach
As day departs, as the dark of night descends, we lift our eyes to the heavens. In awe and wonder, our hearts cry out.
Eternal God, how majestic is your name in all the earth.
A vast universe, who can know it? What mind can fathom it? We look out to the endless suns and ask, what are we? What are our dreams and our hopes? What are we that you are mindful of us? What are we that you should care for us?
And yet within us abides a measure of your Spirit. You are remote, but oh, how near, ordering the stars in the vast solitudes of dark, yet whispering in our minds that you are closer than the air we breathe.
Divine crown.
Crown us with glory and honor. With love and awe we turn to you, and in the dark of evening we speak the light of your presence.
One and only One and only God, you have made each of us unique and formed us to be united in one family of life. Be with us, Eternal One, as we seek to unite our lives with your power and your love.
Is there anyone else out in the congregation who wants to join the kids in the Vahavta? Any bar bat mitzvah students? Okay, go ahead. It's all yours.
Vahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושננתם לפניך ויראתם בם בשבתך ובביתך ולכתך בדרך ושעתך ומקומך ושרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לפוס מעיניך וקטמתם על מזוזות ביתך ושריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי וראיתם אנשים לאלוהיהם אני אדוני אלוהיהם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהים אדוני אלוהים. You shall love your eternal God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your being. Set these words which I command you this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be symbols before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorpost of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I am your eternal God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am your eternal God.
In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness, a world waiting still to be redeemed, give us, O source of good, the courage to say, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and your love.
From Egypt, the house of bondage, we were delivered. At Sinai, amid peals of thunder, we bound ourselves to your purpose. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, we survived oppression and exile, time and again overcoming the forces that would have destroyed us.
Our failings are many, our faults are great, yet it has been our glory to bear witness to our God and to keep alive in dark ages the vision of a world redeemed.
May this vision never fade. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then we shall sing with one accord, as Moses, Miriam, and Israel sang at the shores of the sea.
The Eternal One delivered Jacob and redeemed us from the hand of one stronger than ourselves. We praise you, O God, Redeemer of Israel.
Baruch atah Adonai, Kael Yisrael. Amen. Melanie, you go ahead and read at the bottom of page 74.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Eternal God, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up to find our hearts waiting to do your will.
We praise you, guardian of Israel, whose love gives light to all the world.
O God of Israel, may Our worship on this day help us to grow in loyalty to our covenant with you and to the way of life it demands, the way of gentleness and justice, the path of truth and peace. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'toratam berit olam. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'toratam berit olam. B'nei Yisrael hoti le'olam, hoti le'olam, hoti le'olam. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'toratam berit olam. Ki sheshת yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'toratam berit olam. U'bayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat le'toratam berit olam.
We all will rise now for the tefillah.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi tehillatech. Eternal God, open my lips, that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Be'anura, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, V'goneh Hakol, V'zocher HaTzeavot Bimot, U'meim V'rav V'neihem, L'man Shemo Yahweh, Melech Ozer U'Mashiach Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, B'ezrat Sarah.
Source of all being, we turn to you as did our people in ancient days. They beheld you in the heavens, they felt you in their hearts, they sought you in their lives. Now their quest is ours. Help us, O God, to celebrate the wonder of being. Give us the courage to search for truth. Teach us the path to a better life. So shall we, by our lives and our labors, bring nearer to realization the great hope inherited from ages past for a world transformed by liberty, justice, and peace. Your might, O God, is everlasting.
Help us to use our strength for good.
You are the source of life and blessing.
Help us to choose life for ourselves and our children.
You are the support of the falling.
Help us to lift up the fallen.
You are the author of freedom.
Help us to free the captive.
You are our hope in death as in life.
Help us to keep the faith with those who sleep in the dust.
Your might, O God, is everlasting.
Help us to use our strength for good.
You are holy, your name is holy, and those who strive to be holy declare your glory day by day.
Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
Amen. Please be seated.
Okay. Yismehu b'malekuteta, shomer
You are with us in our prayer, in our love, in our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, and pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. We'll take this moment for silent prayer.
Oh, say shalom bimroma. Huya say shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru, himru, amen. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
At this time in the service, we turn to the inside back cover. If I have a book that has an inside back cover. And where's my list of names? Let me turn the microphone off. O God, in our hearts we name those who are facing illness and pain. We join our prayers with the prayers of all who love them. Give them renewed courage and comfort. Strengthen in them the healing powers you have placed within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. May the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and to their dear ones. May they find even greater strength because our prayers are linked to theirs. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. We praise you, eternal God, the source of healing and health. Amen.
Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishebeach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We also want to add,
On behalf of our military, Mishaberach Avotenu V'Limotenu, may the one who blessed and protected our ancestors guard all those whom we have entrusted with the responsibility of defending our freedom and protecting us, and this country and the land of Israel, and everywhere they have been called to serve. Give them courage to succeed and strength to persevere. May they return home safely, and let us say, Amen.
okay, excuse me. So, I don't by any means at all claim to be a Talmud scholar, but on a weekly basis, I like to read commentary on the Parsha for the week, and so I'm going to read a short one to you tonight because this is from Rabbi Avi Weiss, who's maybe some of you have heard of. He's a rabbi of a synagogue in New York, and he's somewhat well known. So, and he always writes a short one, so I'll give you that one tonight. I'll spare you. The parsha this week is when Jacob actually gets a new name. His name he's been told that his name is going to be Israel, and even though we continue to call him Jacob, he's given that name, and there's a lot of commentary about that because there's been others in the vote who have whose names have changed. For instance, Abraham's name was a letter was added from Abram to Abraham, and Sarah had a hey added to her name. But in this case, Jacob's name was changed completely. So here we go, Rabbi Avi Weiss. One of the most powerful images in the Torah is that of Yaakov struggling with the mysterious being before his anxiously awaited meeting with his brother Esau. The term used to denote this struggle is Vaya'avek. Rashi first gives a literal reason for the use of this term. He points out that the word Vaya'avek comes from the word avak, which is dust. While wrestling, dust physically rises from the ground. Physical confrontations have always been a part of our national psyche. Throughout history, our enemies have tried to destroy us. In fact, Ramban points out that when the enemy cannot prevail, they attack our children, which is exactly what the ish striking Jacob's loins symbolizes. The power of this Ramban comes to fore when considering how terrorists often target children. Rashi offers a second suggestion. The word avak interchanges with havak, embrace. According to this interpretation, the Torah does not record a physical confrontation, rather a meeting when Yaakov and the Ish embrace. The Ish is the mysterious being. In this vein, Rabbi Avraham Sofer of the 19th century explains that this idea has resonated powerfully throughout history. There are times when the Ish, representative of the outside world, would try to openly approach the Jew with the intent of convincing us to assimilate. Not only did this concern apply in the times of the Katav Sofer, which is Rabbi Avraham Sofer, but it resonates strongly today. The soul of the Jewish people is at far greater risk than its body, and without a soul, we will lose our direction and identity. Rabbi Sofer emphasizes that the struggle between Yaakov and the Ish concludes with the Torah's description of Yaakov limping as the sun rose. Precisely when the sun is glowing and the darkness of oppression diminishes, Jacob the Jew spiritually limps as he is in spiritual jeopardy. The Ish's embrace of Yaakov warns us that while combating anti-Semitism is an important objective, the effort must be part of a far larger goal, the stirring and reawakening of Jewish spiritual consciousness. Thank you. Now I'm going to call our president, Mr. John Black, to come up and give us our announcements. He drove in this afternoon just to do this for us.
Shabbat Shalom. Special thank you to Janice and Dennis Weissman, and to special welcome to Al Kathy's family. And of course, we want to thank the Murov family. It's a pleasure to see all of you up here, and to know that in our time of need, when the rabbi is not here, that we are blessed to have such a wonderful family to lead our service. And our thoughts, of course, go out to your mother, Ricky, and glad to hear that she had a good day today. We'll hope for more good days. Mazel tov, of course, to Kathy and Tammy for their 75th birthday. Tomorrow morning, Max DeBenedetti will lead the Torah study at 9:45 and services at 11. And this Sunday, from 9 to 1, will be a blood drive. Please contact Helene. If you can donate, Blood Bank has let us know that the supply is very low, always at this time of year. B'nai Zion congregation and the Shreveport Jewish community, in conjunction with University of First Presbyterian, is hosting Estelle Laughlin on Sunday, December 22nd at noon at the First Presbyterian Church on Jordan Street. Estelle is a survivor of the Holocaust, including the Warsaw Ghetto and then the concentration camps, before she immigrated to the United States at the age of 18. She has written a memoir entitled Transcending Darkness that has been published, and there will be copies on hand at the event. She will tell parts of her story, and there will be question and answer co-moderated by Pastor Chris Curry and our Rabbi Jana. We look forward to that event. Please contact B'nai Zion office if you plan to attend. Sunday, December 22nd will also be our first night of Hanukkah. The Jewish Federation Community Hanukkah Party, I believe it is at Agudath Achim this year. It doesn't say that, but I thought that. That will be starting at 5 p.m., latke dinner, and there will be a special performance by the nationally known team, the Bible Players. I understand their show is very clever, funny, and family-friendly. You are welcome to bring your own menorahs to light, and there will be fun and dessert, and it will be fun. Everybody is welcome. Please come. And thank you, of course, to the Jewish Federation for supporting that. Red River Radio will be airing a number of Hanukkah programs. Please check their website, or our bulletin for times. And the one Shabbat during Hanukkah will be Friday, December 27th. We invite you to bring your menorahs to light candles before our special family-friendly Shabbat service. B'nai Zion will provide candles, and there will be a potluck Hanukkah dinner following services. Latkes will be provided. Please do RSVP online or by contacting the office. Please note, our office renovation is very close. Please read this month's bulletin for more details about all the work that's being done, and there will be a dedication ceremony in the future when we finally do get to the finish line. All donations are welcome. Like any construction project, we did go slightly over budget. That always happens. Until back into the office space, we still are in the Federation offices. Donations were made to B'nai Zion for public flowers in loving memory of Mary Selber and Mandel Selber Sr. by Mandel Selber Jr. and family, and in loving memory of Alexander Tech by Debbie Dlin. Thank y'all.
So, come back, John. So, they didn't leave the chuppah out, but I think if I get 4 tall gentlemen, we can hold this talit up, and we can call Tammy and Kathy up, and we can say a Shehekianu for them. We now turn to page 148, and let's go up, kids. All rise, thank you. Know then this day and take it to heart, the Eternal One is God in the heavens above and on earth below. There is none else. On that day, the age-old dreams shall come true. On that day, O God, you shall be one, your name shall be.
You may sit down because we are closing the altar.
Let us adore the ever-living God. We render praise unto you, who spread out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else. V'anachnu korhim u'mashtakavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamuchim, hakadosh baruch hu. We therefore bow in awe and thanksgiving before the one who is sovereign over all, the holy and blessed one. The day will come when all shall turn with trust to you, O God, hearkening to your voice, bearing witness to your truth. We pray with all our hearts, let violence be gone, let the day come soon when evil shall give way to goodness, when war shall be forgotten, and all at last shall live in freedom. O source of life, may we, created in your image, embrace one another in friendship and in joy. Then shall we be one family, and then shall your sovereignty be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. The Eternal One will reign forever and ever. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, let us meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. And we remember tonight those who have recently departed. We remember Norman Binder and Dean Thomas Pratt. We remember the congregants' parents who have died within the last year: Claire Anthony, Lucy Brainus, Isabel Posner, Carol Ginsberg, and Johnny Engelbert. However brief may be our time on earth, O God, you endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. We now recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us. And as we remember those who died at this season in the years past, we take them into our hearts with our own. In this moment of memory, our griefs and sympathies are mingled. Loving God, we praise your name. And those yard sites tonight are Libby Bliss Abramson, Esther Fish Arbely, Sam Bennon, Roger David, Jules Henry Dreyfus, Belle Finkelstein, Manny Finkelstein, Solomon Lipo, Caro Levy, Mandel C. Selber Sr., Mary R. Selber, Yvette Somer, Jewel Sorkin, Harry Steckel, Sonia Grunis Sarinko, Alexander W. Tech, Marilyn Weil, Sam Weiner Jr., Dorothy G. Zadek. On page 154. Yit Gadal, V'yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'yalma Divrah Hirote, V'yamich Machute, V'chayachon, U'vyamichon, U'vyachai Dechal Beit Yisrael, Ba'agalat U'bizman Karib, V'yemru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarak, Le'alam La'amei Amayah. Yit Barak, Yit Tabak, Yit Par, Yit Roman, Yit Naseh, Yit Hadar, Yit Ale, Yit Halal, Shemei de Kudishab, Brichu. Le'elal min kal brichata b'shirata, tush b'chata b'nechemata, da'miran b'yalma v'yemru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yemru amen. Osei shalom b'mamav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yemru amen. May this, go ahead.
May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and comfort to all who are bereaved.
Amen. Thank you. Do what? Okay. So, thank you again for coming out tonight, and thank you for all the help I had up here. I'm shooting for a minion. Okay. Did anybody want to come up and help us with the hamotzi? No. Okay. Well, it's gonna be a Murov thing then.
Hamotzi lehemin
Haaretz.
We give thanks to God for bread.
Our voices rise in song together as our
Baruch atah Adonai,
Hamotzi lehemin haaretz.
Avon. I got the board, y'all get the bread. Shabbat Shalom. So please join us outside for an oneg in honor of Kathy and Tammy tonight. Shabbat Shalom.